Hey guys, and welcome to another Transformation Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys more than you know. So this week's topic is comparing yourselves to others. And this is such a huge topic because I feel like a lot of us do this all the time. I know I do. For example, I get on Instagram probably 2 or 3 times a day. And so there's always one person in our lives, or a few people for most of us, that just look like they have it all together. Like they have bomb grades, bomb relationship, they go on bomb dates, they have all these great internship offers, they're exceeding academically, they have money, like it just looks like everything in their life is just prospering. And then you look at yourself and it's just like, I have 2 pair of Ugg boots, they have 30. I really want a relationship, but I'm single and I have no juice on campus. People don't even like my pictures on Instagram. Like we start digging ourselves into this sad hole because it's like, well, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Why do they have all these things? What can I do to have all these things? And in reality, all the things that we want, or all the things that we want or we're jealous of, or whatever you want to call it, from them, all boils down to we want their approval, or the approval they get from other people, or the accomplishments or the claps they get from other people. And Galatians 1:10 says, obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were the goal, then I wouldn't be Christ's servant. And it sounds kind of harsh, it's like, if pleasing people weren't the goal, then I wouldn't be Christ's servant or whatever. But that's the truth. We spend so much of our time trying to please people, trying to get people to clap for us or acknowledge us, or even when we wear something cute, we wear it because it makes us feel good, but we really wear it because we want somebody to be like, oh girl, you look cute today. Yes, footwork. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want, and we want people's praise. And when we lose our focus and stop our focus here, and we get our approval here, then we realize that people are fickle. People can like something one day and not like it the next. For example, this sweater I have on, I put it down probably about 5 times because I was like, this is cute or whatever, but I feel like I don't really have anything to wear it with. But then what other color would I wear it with? Like, is this really a winter sweater? Is this kind of like a fall sweater? Like, will I be able to get it like? And I'm just going back in my head when the sweater was only $8. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here comparing it. It's like, oh, I really saw this cute sweater on her, and this doesn't look the same on me. And you have to live your life for you. Psalms 139:4 says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. For some reason, God can say all these wonderful things about us in the Bible, but we don't really believe them. When we read it, it's like, oh, that's what's up. And then we'll go on Instagram or we'll go on Twitter and be like, but she's just so much prettier than I am. You know what I'm saying? And we'll sit there and we'll start degrading ourselves when God literally just said we're wonderfully made. God talks about how beautiful we are. For the ladies, in Proverbs 31, it says, 31:10 says, you are worth more than rubies. You know how expensive rubies are? Like, you're worth more than that. You're priceless to him. So why do we keep trying to discount and put a price tag on ourselves just because we look at other people and their lives look better? Because in reality, we don't know what they're struggling with. We don't know what they've had to deal with. We don't know what they've had to sacrifice. We don't know their life story. We only know what they show us. And for the most part, people don't just outwardly show you the things that hurt, or their scars, or their fears, or their trials. People don't show you that. People show you their highlight reel. People show you the good parts of themselves, because that's what we really want people to see. We want people to look at us and be like, wow, they're an inspiration. We don't want people to look at us and be like, wow, they're depressing. You know what I'm saying? So I am on a journey to stop looking at other people for approval. I'm on a journey to embrace me and to get to know who I am. And I encourage you guys to do the same, because at the end of the day, God's purpose for you is only for you. You probably heard the saying, what God has for me is for me. It's only for you. And what God has for them is for them. So stop trying to make what their purpose and their lives and their portion yours, because God has a purpose for you that only you can fulfill. And sometimes we get so caught up in trying to fulfill other people's purposes that we don't live a life of their own. My philosophy teacher said the other day, it would be a tragedy if you spend your whole life trying to fake it and not realize the beauty in being honest and being truthful in who you are. And sometimes we do that because at the end of the day, the person that I'm gonna marry, God already knows. So whatever I'm doing, trying to compare my relationship or my future relationship with somebody else's, for what? If you, like, for example, for my ladies, I know we do this all the time. We'll ask a guy, like, what do you want in a girlfriend? What do you want in a wife, or whatever? And as soon as they start telling us, we immediately start checking stuff off our checklist. Oh, intelligent? Oh, 3.8. Oh, you got a job? Okay, I work at Bloomberg. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And we start checking things off our checklist. But what happens when we don't meet one or two criteria? Then we feel like the whole thing is off. And we feel like, okay, well, now we have to try to press ourselves to be this person that we weren't created to be. So we'll start like, oh, well, he really doesn't like natural girls. So now you go try to straighten your hair, not understanding that you love your natural hair. You embrace it because it's something that you're passionate about and you love helping other people with theirs. So to straighten your hair is kind of just denouncing who you are. And that's something small and that's something superficial. Shout out to all my naturals. But you have to learn how to embrace who you are and what you have, and start looking at his word and taking it seriously. That's what I have. Sometimes God will say you're beautiful and you're priceless and all these things, and then we'll go cry because somebody didn't like us, or because we got rejected by somebody, or rejected from a company, or whatever it is. And the reality is, God still thinks we're to die for. God still thinks we're amazing. So why we're trying to seek the approval of people who really honestly don't care is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me because I do it too. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, love yourself, man. Like, figure out who you are in Christ, figure out your purpose, figure out your assignment, and go from there. Don't sit here and try to compare yourself to your roommate, your friends, your neighbor, whoever it is. Compare yourself only to you and to God, and keep growing in that. Because the moment you take your eyes off of it, things get a little harder. When you're really walking in your purpose, things flow together. Things seem like they're coming together a lot easier and a lot quicker because God's favor is over it. But God can't put his favor on stuff that he didn't ordain and that he knows is completely out of the realm that he's assigned specifically to you. So find that realm and talk to him. Spend time with him, because I guarantee the more time you spend with him, the better you'll feel about you, and the more you'll start realizing that the things that people say about you, or the things that you're trying to get people to like about you, people will be attracted to you because your understanding of who you are, and you're not faking it. So I love you guys. As always, if you have questions, comments, you want prayer, whatever it is, put it below. I love you guys, and I will see you next Thursday.